What's happening, people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mr. London Plumber. Today I'll be talking about the importance of building bridges when it comes to business and especially construction. And me being a plumber, innit, I'm going to speak about it from a plumber's perspective. But before I get on with the video, I need you to be subscribed, just all that subscribing stuff. We need to constantly do it because I'm going to be putting out content like this, and I know it's going to help people. So I want it to reach those people who it needs to reach. Right, let's get on with the video. So building bridges within construction, is obviously always going to make you money in it, because that's what it's solely based off of. I'm talking about the relationships, what you build, and the people who you meet. They can bring you money at some point, or they're going to think about you in some type of way. But with the service which I'm providing to other people, which is plumbing, it's a service-based business. So people see me, they understand what I can do, they use my services, they recommend me to their friends, and through good people, I repeat good business, and it makes it an easy flow. Do you get it? So when I say building your relationships with people, I mean, there's some things what happen as a plumber with me and other people, which might be a customer paying me late or something like that. I will say to myself, I don't really want to get a friend of another person to be coming to me from this person, knowingly that the other person paid late. Do you get it? I want to cut that out, because that's not something I want to keep going within my business. So I make that very apparent from the start. So we always want to make sure what we want from others and what we're giving to others is very clear from the beginning. And I think that's something which you have to learn, because if you've got a way with business and building relationships with people, whether it might be the way you conduct yourself, the way you carry yourself, or the way you execute the job, there's little things what people like, innit? It might be their punctuality, it might be how serious they are, it might be them standing on business. And I say that a lot. Standing on business is someone who does what they say they're going to do. And that out of the tin for everybody isn't always the truth. We know that, innit? That's why some of us are probably watching this video now, because we're thinking, how could I stand on my business a little bit better, or how could I make it better? I'm going to get to those points, trust me. People like reliable people. That's the truth. Finding a reliable tradesman, especially a plumber or something like that, is very hard to do nowadays, because people have got so many jobs, and there are so many jobs going on. So when you do find someone, you kind of like, I'm talking about a client base or a customer or something like that, they kind of want to stick and find you, like, and be able to say, like, oh, you're my plumber now, you're the person I'm going to use. And now you just feed off that relationship, but also keep in contact with them. Do you get it? Like, there are some customers I shoot a little text now and then, I say, I hope everything's all right, blah, 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 just because I haven't heard from them in a long time. And that creates a little like, oh, yeah, Jay shot me a text not too long ago to ask me how was I, like maybe the next time when I do come to do a bathroom, I might start to think about him straight away instead of somebody else. Like, Jay, I've got a project coming up and I would like you to do it. And that's how it kind of like happens when you're talking about building a little customer-based relationship with you as a sole trader or you as a trader, whether it be whatever trade it is at the end of the day. But doing a good job will leave an impression on people which lets them know that you are the right person for the job, right? And there might be things which you don't do, but they're going to think about you straight away because of the impression what you left on them from the last job. Do you get what I mean? Like, I installed a sprinkler. It's a mist system. So it was similar to a sprinkler system inside a house, but it was a mist system. I connected it up, and this property developer, she said to me, I'm going to use you again because I like the way how you was, I like how professional you was, I like your profile as well, which I see you online, and you in person is even better. So I'm going to use you on another job. And again, it's about providing a level of service to people which you know yourself people are going to be paying for and they're going to be happy with. that is hard to do sometimes when you don't have a lot of experience. I've had a lot of experience working for other people and understanding why is it that they're calling these people for a plumber and they're not calling me. That's what I had to work out. What's the difference? And how can I get in between that people? But at the moment, I don't always like really search for customers. Do you get it? Not because I'm up myself or anything like that. I have a full-time job at the moment and I'm quite content with that. Next year things might change, but I understand what to do if I want to push myself forward in that direction. And it's a journey which I definitely will film and show people this is what I've done and this is what I'm doing here to do this. Maybe it might work for you, innit? But the whole point is that it's some type of blueprint to be able to follow up on. Making sure that you've got a dedicated number, just a primary number for your service, what you're providing people. It's not like your number, it's your business number. Do you get it? So you need to separate the business from yourself, because I understand a lot of people, you know, they say they do something like a trade or whatever, and when you ask for their number, it's the same normal WhatsApp number what they've got. So dress it up a little bit, you know. It doesn't cost to put your logo onto WhatsApp, and you can set up a business WhatsApp as well, which is quite easy. I've done that for myself and I have used that for the last couple of years, and it's just worked for me at the end of the day, innit? I wouldn't really change it, but that's another thing which someone will see maybe when they first contact me who don't know me and be like, oh, okay, your WhatsApp set up properly like a business. Okay, cool. Like that entices people in, and then they can see that there's a level of professionalness going on here, innit? And again, you've got to remember a lot of these points here, everyone is faking it till they're making it. They're practicing something or they're learning something and they're saying, oh, that's the right thing to do. Because until you get experience and confidence within that thing, you're not going to be able to master it and walk it like it was nothing. But with time, you will definitely get there, because I've got there within time, you know, being able to give people proper invoices, yeah? That's important, you know, making sure that you're creating a little database of contacts of people who contact you. Make sure that you're storing these contacts in some type of way. Ask them if it's okay if I store your contact to our mailing list or whatever. I'm not the type of plumber to be sending out mailing lists or, oh, we're looking for work, and I'm not going to do that. I just know that having these people's contacts makes it easier for me when I'm either sending them stuff, they're talking to me about something, because generally I'm not on like got my phone on with me every 5 minutes, I'm going to be talking to you and all that. I'm just not like that. But if you email me, I can email you back and we'll be able to sort it out. But being there and turning up for people and making sure that the service, what you're providing to them, is professional. It is as high quality as you can give. That's really important. So make sure you think about it in a sense. If someone was coming to your property or something like that, how would you like them to act? They've got shoe protectors on. They're on time. They present themselves well. They do the job. They were punctual. I've said that already, but they were able to deliver. The people were happy with it. You got paid. Now you want to repeat that. So you want to maybe ask them, you might start asking people for a survey. We're doing a little survey, little 3 questions or something. How did you feel about the service? What do you feel can be improved? And would you write us a review? That's what I would ask them. Those 3 things actually, something like that. So writing us a review would be on your Google business page, which is really important because other people can see how it was like when you interacted with customers who used your business. So if you ever look at my Google business page, I've got quite a lot of good reviews on there. I'm going to try and get a lot more next year. I haven't been doing that for a little while now, but I need to start doing it again because that's your digital footprint online when it comes to people who ever search you on Google or something like that. And that's one of the first things which might pop up, depending if you have a website or not. I don't have a website, but people are still able to go to that, and I've got something else where people can book a scheduled appointment, which is quite it's quite niche, if you get what I mean. Because most people, yeah, they do want to talk to people, but we're living in a time and an age now when you could have a service which is online, which could just be straightforward. You get it? It's not necessary to all the time book something in, but if they do need to, there is a number on there that they can call as well. So be prepared twice. That's my advice. Building these relationships is going to be kind of detriment to your career at some point, because at some point most tradespeople run out of a little bit of work or things get dry and stuff like that. But if you've got a big collective of friends or people who you know who are on different jobs, who do different projects, who could possibly bring you on something, you'll always have something. And I've realized that that's the trick about this trades things, is that always have some little job coming up, or talk to people, because people will tell you about other things and, oh, could you give me a hand on this day, or could you do this? And you might meet someone when you're on that job. I've met so many people through my social media by putting up jobs of me, general plumbing jobs, what I do, and people will say to me, oh, Jay, you couldn't come with me to this job at this place, could you? And I'm like, all right, cool, I'll come. It'll be like half a day and I'll get paid decent money. Again, I'll make another video about it and I'll post it, and hopefully it will just keep on going, because that was my initial idea with Instagram, is just to post videos of me doing plumbing, innit? And hopefully people would contact me to do plumbing. And that's what did happen, innit, at the end of the day, innit? I think most people could do that, and they'll find that they'll get some work in their local area if that's what you're looking for. But there's obviously loads of other ways. I think Facebook is more powerful for getting bookings and stuff like that. When the few times I have used Facebook and the Facebook groups and stuff like that, yeah, I've got some good calls. I made some money from it at the end of the day, and I didn't really spend nothing because I just advertised it. A little post or a carousel post on that page, and people just contacted me. I might do that again soon. That's a good idea, actually. Bingo, there you go. But yeah, just keep on working on yourself, man, because you'll never get this thing right down to the T all of a suddenly from the beginning, but you will get better at it. And I think that I've got better at it over the years, so I'm able to talk about it, because I know that people go through stages, innit? You go through a stage of wanting to learn, especially learning off of others, people who you see, who you think in your head they're doing better than you. And you don't really know them, innit? It's the truth. So you don't know how well they're doing or not, and unless they tell you. But again, you know, this is the internet, so people can say what they want. But I will say that just keep working on yourself, man. Keep working on yourself. And if you got the chance to do things like call outs, or you're got to work late, get into the routine. Not get into the routine of working late. Yeah, do get into the routine of working late, because working for yourself, sometimes you do have to do that quite often, and you'll have to put in a lot more work than what you put on your 9 to 5 for yourself or your business to survive. I sound like a rapper when I do all that stuff, but yeah, that's true. That is very true. And like the call out thing, like you doing the call out gets you familiar with coming in to people's properties and being able to offer them services and understand the hurdles what are in every single property, because all of the layouts are not the same. You've never been in this house. You don't know where the fuse board is. You don't know where the main stopcock is. Sometimes they don't even know. So you got to figure it out. So it is a good chance for you to learn when you're on the job, but also you will get a lot more confidence, because when I've been doing jobbing, going in and out of people's properties, and I've been doing the jobs, hitting them, doing them, because I want to make money as well, I've just been thinking to myself, wow, I'm learning so much at this time, but I'm not always digesting it. But I made content about it, so I can always try and go back to it and remember some of the parts or some of the things what I've done. But I'm thankful for it as well, because it definitely sharpened up my skills. And that's what I would say to you guys. Things like that, like doing call outs and getting to the point where you're doing some stuff for yourself, sharpens up your skill level so much, because one, it's in your own time, yeah? So you ain't trying to waste your own time. Two, you know, you just want to get in and out and make money. That's the whole point. But three, you're also trying to build yourself. So this is a representation of you. This is not the company who you work for 9 to 5. This is you. So when I'm doing Mr. London Plumber stuff and I'm not doing 9 to 5 stuff for someone else, it's very different. But I'm always trying to keep that steady level of a medium service. So what I do 9 to 5, I would do outside because I know it would be right. I'm just understand that I'm not trying to cut anything. I don't cut it when I'm at work, and I don't cut it when I'm doing PJs or private jobs. It just doesn't work, innit? It's just, there's no sense in cutting any corners, because if you want to be a tradesperson who is respected for the work, what you do, and the craftsmanship, what you do, how you're going to get it is working hard at that and making sure that it's done wellly and correctly and to a high standard, your own high standard. And that's it, guys. And with that one, I want to wrap it up because I've been talking for a bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. I thought it was necessary because there were some things on my mind when I was thinking today, and I said to myself, you know, I've got to make this video because nobody speaks about how necessary it is to be able to build yourself to that point, because people just think you're just going to all of a sudden, poof, just get like mad contracts or get like this big job. Just, it hasn't worked for me like that. I don't know if it's worked for anybody else. If it has, let me know in the comment section below. But also look out for the post, what I post on my Instagram. I post quite daily, and I'll be leaving everything in the link in the description box below. Like, share and subscribe. And it's Mr. London Plumber, and I'll see you on the other side. Let's get it.